Hello everyone, thank you for joining me once again. It's Nick here, back in the command chair. We're on the Commodore Amiga and we're looking at a Tetris style game called Statix, published by Black Legend in 1994. Yes, so it's Tetris inspired. You need to get three like shapes in a row, either horizontally, vertically or diagonally, for them to disappear. And what makes this extra difficult is the whole thing is on a seesaw and you must balance it as well, which you'll soon see what that's about. If it overbalances, you're doomed. So, we start with a triangle coming down, nice music playing also on this one. So, a fairly gentle puzzler, one would say. Right, so 3 triangles, we'll try and do it vertically. There we go, so there's 3 straight away. There is an option for 2 players, like a co-op if there's anyone here, but it is just me here. Right, so starting off fairly straightforward, you'll see there's a timer ticking down in the top there, that brown bar gradually getting shorter from both sides. And you see it's a little bit tilting. If we put a shape nearer the end, obviously it's more weighted and that'll cause a tilt in the other direction. Sometimes taking out an area is not the right thing to do because it might cause the end of your game. So it's pretty level here, now it's going to go on a big tilt that side. And that's evened it up slightly as well, and that's evened it up again. So you need to get a bit lucky. So it's a rather unique game this, so Tetris with a seesaw involved. Hurrah! I didn't know too much about this game back in the day, i.e. nothing, but I have stumbled across it and I thought it'd be quite a nice one to show you. Not one of those blockbusters, but quite a nice puzzle game to track down, whether you own a real Commodore Amiga or just emulation. This is nice and gentle this, and it's nice beating a bit of stress. One of those ones where you can eat up quite a lot of time in a very, well, eat a lot of time quite quickly, I would say. Right, okay, so it's all about the tactics here. Don't know if it goes on to a second stage after we done a certain amount there. It's saying stage 1 at the bottom there, 0001, so maybe that is something. We'll just see how far I can get, but goes can last a long time on this. It's almost overbalanced, but we got rid of those triangles, which is quite good. So you already know quite what to do. I'm going a little bit basic with it and doing shapes that are in vertical, because I find that a little bit easier to cope with, rather than getting a little bit tricky with it. Further you get into this game, there will be some shapes come down which you can't match. I think it's like a skull and crossbones, and they won't disappear, so you need to be clever where you put in them. And I think you'll have less time going forward to actually place where you want to put the stuff. Right, that's quite easy, 3. So I think we've seen all the shapes. We haven't seen the skull and crossbones yet. I did have one practice go before I started, and it pretty much went like this. Nice and gentle. Oh, look at that. That's a big lean. Let's put that there. That'll help a little bit there also, and that's going to help completely. So I got out of jail there. The thing almost tilted completely. Be careful with your shapes. All about balance, this. If you're good at balancing stuff and judging weights, then this is the game for you. It's Tetris Plus. Black Legend in 1994. Don't know quite what else they had there, but yeah, a nice game to play in retrospect. Track it down. A no fuss background as well. We've got 2 pillars each side, which I suppose that's either Roman or Greek. And a good music in the background too, which is also gentle. It's not techno in your face. Oh, that was a bit of a boo-boo. Right, okay. Might be able to get 3 diagonal perhaps, or 3 in a row later down the line. Graphics seem a little bit squashed when we go at an angle, but I'll let it off there. Right, where should we bung that now? It's going to get a bit... Yes. Oh, I could have put that in the middle there. Let's do it now. There we go. So 3 in a row. Good. So you can see quite quickly, can't you, where this might start to get a little bit tricky. Right, skull and crossbones, that's no good to no one. We can never match that out. So that's going to be a permanent weight on the seesaw, which we need to make an allowance for. Maybe I should have put it at the end, but anyway. What's your tipping point? 3, good. It's quite easy to be good at this game first of all, and then it all to go suddenly super wrong. Say, don't be tempted to complete a line if you think it's going to overbalance you. See, I didn't put that on top of the square because I thought there was going to be bother there. Right, okay. Weights and measures. If you spend too long at the top not putting it down, it will put it down for you. I'll try and do 3 skull and crossbones in a row to see if that makes a difference. Obviously, the nearer you put it to the end of the seesaw, the more weight that will have, the counteraction. Put that there. Right, that's... No. Yeah, so it's gone on a big slippy thing then. Oh, that could be... I'm not... See, that's not very clever, Nicky. Yeah. See, I'm wanted to put them together. Now, the problem is if I do all those 3 squares, let's put that there. That might work a bit. Yeah, so if I didn't put the triangle down, that would have caused some aggro. So needing to be a bit technical with this, a bit tactical, I should say. Right, getting level again now. We're winning it back. We're winning it back. There we go. Rescued it from almost disaster. I'm enjoying this one. I am enjoying this one. I'm chilling. I'm chilling and relaxing. Now it's starting to lean the other way now. Good job we got those skull and crossbones there. That's going to take a bit of weight off. Put it in the middle if you can do, if there's space there. That's a less difference between each side. Yeah, see, look, they're not disappearing, those skull and crossbones. They're there forever. Oops, Nick, that's stupid. Stupid play. It's going to overbalance in a minute. We need some fat kid to sit on the end. Ooh. Yeah, those 4 skull and crossbones, I should have spaced them out really a little bit better. What's that going to do? We're pretty much... now this could be an issue. Yes, I thought so. That's going to be... Yeah, that's going to be a big issue, is it? Can't lose them. Ook. Ook. No. And it's starting to get a little bit too difficult for me now. Put that right on the end. Right, that's leveled it off from nowhere. Whoops. No, there's big changes. Can we get away with that? It's taken that way. So it's ideal if you can just match ones up from either side both times. That's going to go a tilt. Now that needs to go on that side. Oh, that was a bit lucky. That was a bit fortuitous. Triangular. Do. So you can see we can get quite lost in this and time can go past very, very fast. So this might be quite a long gameplay review thing without me even knowing. If in fact you're still here, you might have downloaded it by now and you're already playing it. I'm not sure what other systems it come out on. It might have been just an Amiga exclusive. If you know different, let me know. Statix, Statix, quite a good name. Would have liked to have seen a few different backgrounds as we go further in, but it is acceptable. It's acceptable. Would have preferred it as a free cover disc rather than a commercial game. Right, lots of skull and crossbones about the place now. Whoa! The graphics do shear, don't they, a little bit as it drifts either way. Yeah, it's level 1 still, so perhaps level 1 goes on forever. We're sort of like filling up the whole thing now. Of course, if you fill up the whole screen, a bit like Tetris, it's game over anyway. Yeah, I think it's probably a good idea to get skull and crossbones evenly across the whole of the bottom layer and just build on them. Because I'm making it a bit tough for myself. They haven't really spaced out quite well. And I think we're going to have big changes when we alter stuff. Yeah, that can balance that off. So that's that bang level then. Curses these skull and crossbones. Whoops. I don't think this go is going to last too much longer. Any circles? Yeah, okay, put that down there. Now, what's that going to do? Fair enough, we got away with that, Oh no, we over tilted. I shouldn't have completed that. So there's my first go, 387. I've smashed that, 1415. So although you've pretty much seen all the game has to offer, there is a 2-player mode, and I think there's other modes to unlock there by those crosses. We will have another go. So it's dual is 2-player, and there's other modes there, as they say, in the middle. But we'll have one last go. I say one last quick go, but then we'll get out. But like these games, like when we reviewed that game last week, Mercenary, I think it was it? I think so. Midnight Resistance, that was it. I was playing that miles longer than I thought I would, because I tend to enjoy them way too much. Let's try and go a bit quicker this time. Let's showboat it and smash this thing about the place. Yeah, he's going through like an expert now. He waves his hands in his air. in the air like he just don't care, he's got no hair. Hooray! Boo-boo. Track this one down. Track it down, I'd say. Good, good, good. One of those ones that would have gone under the radar from a lot of people. They wouldn't necessarily know much about it. Don't think it would have been advertised that strongly. But worth a play. I like it. It's not coloured blocks coming down. I like this shape idea. Reminds me of maybe like a game you'd come across on the Crystal Maze that used to be on TV. I think it's back on TV now, hosted by Richard Adoardi. Well, the last series was anyway. You want as little blocks on this seesaw as possible, and that gives you least time for a mess up. I do favour doing the vertical lines, the 3 in a row, rather than the horizontal ones. Takes up less of the space, but whether that's a good strategy or not, I do not know. It might not be. Dot. Skull and crossbones already. Right, okay, let's bung that there. Trying to balance those out if we can do. Right, okay, are we losing the balance? No, it's still okay. It's still okay. 2 squares to choose from there. Right, now try and even it out here. It's going to be a bit unbalanced. Yeah, I wanted to put it on the other circle then, but you've got to be a bit tactical with the weights. There's 2 things going up here. Matching up the shapes and not overbalancing your seesaw. I think that'll still be okay. Yeah, if you take out shapes that lines of 3 that are in the middle, you're not going to be too much problem. So if you take out one of your wide-angled counterbalances that are quite far down the seesaw, then you might see a massive change straight away. If you're enjoying the channel, then please consider subscribing, because that does help me continue. Helps push the channel up in the algorithm, I presume, and then I can do more and more videos. I've already done quite a few. If you want to check out the reviewed Amiga games so far, I do try and offer you as much content as I possibly can while the going's good. I think we're at 400 or over 400 games in the Amiga, the ZX Spectrum as well, and Mega Drive, and a host of other stuff too. It's all about easing stress, having fun, trying to get a bit of an idea what your first or second go would have been like, and would there have been enough there as a kid, if you got it with your pocket money or bought it as a present, would there have been enough for the kid to go back and have a play on it, or would you have been very depressed? And I think this one I would have gone back to it quite a lot. I used to go back to games called Tetris and Super Tetris quite a lot, and I think I've got no reason to think I wouldn't have done on this one also. I'm actually at the moment, possibly because it's new to me, I'm preferring it to Super Tetris. It's activating bits of my brain, getting the grey matter going, preventing me from going even more sillier than I normally am. So yeah, I think it's good for mental health as well, which can't be bad. And it's good for Seesaw fans. Seesaw fans haven't got too many games they can play. Seesaw fans, hurrah! I don't know if you have had this back in the day or have it now. What's your longest go been timing wise? I've got a funny feeling it could last for hours, this game. I was trying to go as quick as I can do, but yeah, it does start off very, very gentle indeed for the skull and crossbones turn up. I think there's going to be gradually more and more of those as you get further into the game. Quite a lot of space on the seesaw too. That's quite generous. The seesaw doesn't get smaller. Not early on anyway. Right, balance that. It's going to lose a bit. Yeah, so now it's looking a bit crooked. Ideally I'd want one of those semicircle things to clear that on that side. Yeah, the problem is now it's all pretty much one side. If I do get one of those semicircle things, it could be game over. But taking out those circles helps. Let's put that there. That does help us. Oops! Yeah, we almost did a boo-boo there. Let's put that there. Yeah, it's very one-sided, this. We know what we're going to do with that. Just bung it there. Right, that's a big saviour. So those skull and crossbones can actually help in some situations. Just as non-deletable weights. Bit risky. Right, so we're almost using the whole of the seesaw. So this time now it's getting serious. Yeah, on the verge now. That'll help. Take something off that side. Square. Who are the squares? They're also like brown with a white shape on it, or a cream shape, these ones. Buff. That's a technical term. Looks like it might be game over quite soon here. I don't know though, they're quite evenly spaced, all this stuff, isn't it? Put that there. Yeah, right, we've used the whole seesaw now. I think it's the first time in the review. Oops, that was a mistake. Oh man. I think I'm getting better at this, he says. That works as 3 in a row, did it? That's good. Right, did one of those skulls just... Oh, dearie me, he's lost it again. So a really, really good puzzle game, this. I can highly recommend it. It will test the old grey matter. Not a stellar game, but a good puzzler nonetheless, and I love it. So, hope you liked having a look at that one. That was Statix on the Commodore Amiga, published by Black Legend in 1994. If you've got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro, then please put that below. Always love reading your comments, and it does create a bit of activity on the channel. Until next time, take great care of yourself, and I'm very fond. Goodbye.
Goodbye.